Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Age of Extinction First Edition Optimus Prime, and he is a big, huge, gigantic truck, and I love it. So let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here is Optimus Prime fully transformed into his awesome looking Western Star truck mode. And this is the first edition version. Yes, I do have the actual leader class Optimus Prime. I will take a look at that in the future. But yeah, this truck mode looks really cool. I think this is my favorite truck mode for Optimus Prime. I think it's just looking awesome. I dig the flame detailing right here, the red flame details. I do quite like that. And yeah, you can see his chest inside through the windows. Yeah, the windows are done in this window is done in a nice translucent plastic, but this window, the side windows, are just opaque plastic. I don't know why they didn't make translucent plastic for this side, and here I have no idea. Only the front windshield gets the translucent area. But anyway, so I got nice silver paint right here as well. And you got a nice chrome right here for the front grille. Would have been nice if the chrome just continued like right here instead of the silver paint right here, but yeah, it is what it is. Got nice the blue paint, the blue strip right there, and you can see there is an Autobot symbol molded in there, right there where the chrome is. But yeah, you can see the Autobot symbol right there. And also there are Autobot symbols molded in on the wheels, on the tires. That's pretty cool. And I think these are rubber tires. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think these are rubber tires. So he does have rubber tires, which is really nice. You got nice silver paint right here. The chromed out Western Star logo on the sides right there. Some nice silver paint right here as well. And yeah, and he does have some nice silver paint on the smokestacks, but it would have been nice if the smokestacks are all done in silver. And it kind of looks like they didn't even finish painting it. It just stopped right at the ends right there. I don't know why they stopped painting the blue parts right there. That's just that's just weird. Got a nice trailer hitch, trailer hitch molded into place. And he doesn't have the tail lights, unfortunately, so it's kind of, yeah. It's kind of gappy in the back, but it is what it is. But yeah, really nicely done truck mode, I will say. Got the Western Star logo molded into place right there. It's not painted, but it's molded into place. And more Autobot symbols on these wheels right here, so that's pretty cool. And he does roll, and just because he has rubber tires, he does roll pretty smoothly. Yeah, really smoothly. Yeah, but this wheel looks like it's about to pop off. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he does roll very smoothly, and I do quite like that. So yeah, so let's get down to some size comparisons. Here is Optimus Prime compared with the Visual Toys. What was it called? A Bounty Hunter. Yeah, I think that was his name, Bounty Hunter. Hold on, let me adjust the camera a little bit more. There we go. So yeah, so here's Optimus Prime compared with the Visual Toys Bounty Hunter, aka Age of Extinction Lockdown. And yeah, and I think they scale pretty nice together, I will say. Yeah, I think they scale well together. I think the leader class Optimus Prime will scale better than this guy with this guy, but yeah, it's a nice scale. Yeah, I will say it's a really nice scale. I mean, in robot mode, Lockdown is pretty much a leader class sized toy. So or maybe a commander size, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so let's get down to the next size comparison. Just because, here is Optimus Prime compared with the Age of Extinction Voyager class Galvatron, with the Studio Series leader class Grimlock, and last but not least with the Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Voyager class Optimus Prime. You can see how the two primes look together, and yeah, this figure, I think this is way better than this thing. But this thing ain't bad as well. This thing is not a bad toy. You know, it's a fun toy to mess with, I will say. It's a fun toy to mess with. So that's pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons. Now, Optimus Prime does include a couple of accessories. He comes with a big, gigantic sword right here. It's the Sword of Judgment, I guess. And got a nice silver paint right here on the sword. And yeah, it's done up in a nice translucent yellow plastic. Even the handle is done in a nice translucent plastic. I do quite like that. So yeah, so there you have the sword right here. And you have the big, gigantic shield done in a nice translucent yellow plastic with the nice silver paint on it, so that is pretty cool. I do quite like that. Now, to store these weapons in truck mode, you do have the port right in there, and you know, it's actually the post, you know, it's shaped in a specific way. You can see the notches right here, the grooves right there, and they're supposed to go onto that section right here, and you can see there are little tabs, or you know, little nubs just molded into place right there. So you're supposed to plug in a way that just fit into the grooves right there. So they just plug in like that. So there you go. And for the sword, you are supposed to clip it right in there. So just plug it in there, just clip it right there, and there you have the storage in truck mode for these accessories. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's nice. So I think we are pretty much done with the truck mode itself. It looks cool. I dig it. So let us transform Optimus Prime into his robot mode. So just unplug these accessories and put it off to the side because we'll need them later, and we shall get started. So now what you want to do here is you want to untab all this and just make sure the tabs are out of the way. So just untab that, and you can see, oh, he's there. Oh, hi there, Optimus Prime. How are you doing? Hello. There you go. So you want to untab these tabs right here. They're on the hook tab, so just untab them. Just untab them like that, and there we go. And just bring all this up, just like so, and just bring all this way to the back, and that will just clip in to these clips right here, and just clip that on, and that secures the backpack into place. So now you want to take your legs right here and you want to bring them down just like so, and just straighten them out, and just split the legs, and just untab this section right here, and just bring this over, and just flip this down, and just bring this down, and there we go. And you want to take the foot and untab it from the side, just like so, and just make sure the foot is freed. So there you have one leg all done. So the same thing on the other side, just untab all of this, and just bring this over, and just bring this down, and just bring that down, and just untab the foots, untap the foots, so untap the foots, and there you go. So there you have the legs pretty much all done. So I need to do a quick readjustment here for the camera, so I'll be right back. Looks like we have made it to the top floor. So you want to take these panels right here, you want to untab them from the chest right here, just bring this back, and just fold this forward, and just tab it into place, and there you go. So the same thing on the other side, just untab this, and just bring this over, just tab that in, and there you have that section all done. So you want to take the arms and just bring them forward, that will tab into place, just bring them forward, that will tab into place, straighten out the arms, straighten out the arms, and you want to bring all this way to the back. It's on a double hinge, and there are two little tabs right here that will go into these two slots right there. So just take this and just plug this all the way back like that, and I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we are done. So there you have the first edition Optimus Prime fully transformed into his, wait, let me focus the camera a little bit more. There we go. Focus the camera. There we go. So there you have the first edition Optimus Prime fully transformed into his robot mode. He's a big boy. So looks wise, from the front he looks gorgeous. You know, he has a lot of chrome right here on the thighs, you know, on the chest, on the shoulders. Yeah, there's a lot of chrome in this robot mode, and I do quite like that. So let's bring him in close here so we can take a look at that head sculpt. It's a very nice movie-esque Optimus Prime head sculpt, and I do quite like that. A lot of silver paint on the head and nice blue for the eyes, and yeah, a really nicely done head sculpt, I will say. And you can see a lot of red and blue chrome, you know, some red right here on the belly, and yeah, really nice, really nice. Even there's some blue chrome on the shoulders, so that's nice, and some nice red paint on the arms. And yeah, these two arms are pretty much you know, different molds, and I do quite like that. And yeah, nice silver paint on the front of the shins there, which is really nice. Unfortunately, the feet aren't painted, but it is what it is. And yeah, and of course you got a lot of extra kibble, extra truck kibble, but I'm not complaining. You know, I can get over that. So yeah, but really nice, really nicely done robot mode. And of course, he has a huge, gigantic backpack, and I don't care whatsoever because I don't mind the backpack at all. I mean, I kind of wish that these smokestacks were a bit shorter, but I think the leader class version, the actual retail release of that leader class Optimus Prime, it's I think that one looks way better in robot mode. But we'll take a look at that once we review that figure. So yeah, but nonetheless, this is still a really well done robot mode, I will say. Nicely done. So yeah, I dig it. I digs this very much. So it's definitely my favorite design for Prime. I love his knight design in Age of Extinction and The Last Knight. I really love his design. So yeah. So articulation wise, in this mode, you do have head articulation. So the head can rotate side to side, can't do a full 360. He can't look up, can't look down because the head is on the swivel only. The shoulders, if the backpack wasn't in the way, they could do a full 360, but unfortunately they cannot do a full 360. But he can raise up his arms like that. Yay! So yeah, so at least he can do that. These shoulder panels, they can actually move out to accommodate the arm movements, so the arms can actually move out like that on a very tight ratchet. So he does have a bicep swivel. He does have a double jointed elbow, which is really nice. I do quite like that. No wrist swivel because the hands are molded into place. This crotch plate right here can actually move. Reasons. I think it's supposed to accommodate the leg movements. Does he have a waist swivel? No, he does not. The legs can move up that far, can move back only that far, and he can do the full splits if he wants to, which is really nice. He does have a swivel above the knee, which is really cool, and he does have a knee joint right there, about 9 degrees of bend at the knee, and he does have some nice ankle tiltage right there. The feet can actually move downward as well. So he's not super poseable, but he's decently poseable, you know. But these arm joints are quite tight, so I'm pretty scared of moving them. So yeah, I'm scared. So now you can actually have him holding his weapon, so you can actually put the sword into his right hand. So there we go, he's ready to slice some Decepticons, and you can plug in the shield right there on the side of his forearm, right there, and just plug that in, and just plug that in, and there we go, he's already for battle. So yeah, he's a knight in shining armor. So so there you have that. So let us move on to some size comparisons. Here is Optimus Prime compared with the Visual Toys Bounty Hunter, aka Age of Extinction Lockdown. And as you can see, height-wise, you know, in terms of at the head, they're pretty much the same height. But if you count this section right here, he's actually taller than Lockdown. But at the head, they're pretty much eye to eye. So that is pretty cool. So that is a really good scale between Lockdown and Optimus Prime. So yeah, really, really nice. So but yeah. Let's move on to the next size comparison. Here is Optimus Prime compared with the Age of Extinction Voyager class Galvatron, and yeah, this war between the two arch enemies, this is not fair. Even for Galvatron, it's not fair. It's unfair, you know. See, look at that. Optimus Prime is bigger than Galvatron. Oh, that is so not fair. That is, oh, that's unfortunate. But anyway, let's move on. Here is Optimus Prime compared with the Studio Series Leader class Grimlock. And last but not least, with the Transformers Last Night Voyager class Optimus Prime. So, yeah, in terms of the robot mode, I think this guy wins overall because it has the more screen accurate look. But this one is not that bad, I will say. This one is not that bad. But this one still looks better in my opinion anyway. So that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Alright, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Age of Extinction First Edition Optimus Prime. And yeah, it's a really, really nicely done figure in my opinion. I like that he has some points of articulation. I really like that he has ankle tilts. That is really, really nice. That helps in the articulation a lot. And yeah, he has some arm joints, you know, some knee joints, some, you know, some leg movements here and there, outward movements, you know, that is pretty cool. So he is pretty poseable here and there. The transformation is nice and smooth, so yeah, definitely an enjoyable figure to mess with. And the paint would have been nice if he had extra paint on the arms, you know, and extra paint on the feet, but that is what it is. Love the chrome. I love the chrome that is on this figure and on the thighs, you know, on the chest, on the shoulders, and then that is a lot of chrome. And the chrome in the front grille would have been nice if they actually completed that, but anyway, it is what it is. Still looks gorgeous in my opinion. The truck mode, I will say, the truck mode looks good. It looks great. Yeah, I really dig the truck mode. Although some points of, you know, the detail would have been nice if it was spruced up in paint, but it is what it is. But still, a really nicely done Optimus Prime figure. Is it the worst Optimus Prime figure? No. Is it the best Optimus Prime figure? Not at all. No, it's not the best Optimus Prime figure, I will say. Not the best Age of Extinction Optimus Prime figure, so but still a really, really good Optimus Prime figure to have in your collection. It's really, really well done, and I will say it's very much worth it. Yeah, he does have a huge backpack, but I don't care. I don't even care about the backpack. I never cared, and the backpacks don't even bother me one bit, so I don't really care about the backpack, so I'm fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. So so yeah, so if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 10, I think I would just give him a good, you know, 8.5 out of 10. So he's not perfect, but he's really, really good, I will say. 8.5 out of 10, still a good score. So yeah, really, really well done. And I love his sword and shield as well, so that's pretty cool. So I think that is pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you know when my new videos are up and ready. So, and of course, you can always check out my Age of Extinction reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. So I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below as well. And if you have enjoyed this video review, go ahead and do me a favor and slam dunk a like on it. I would appreciate that very, very much. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Age of Extinction First Edition Optimus Prime, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out. Yay!